In the world of boxing, the build-up to a fight often involves intense verbal sparring. But sometimes, fighters say things they come to regret. Join us as we delve into the stories of 10 boxers who learned the hard way that words can have serious consequences in the ring. Number 10. Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. Before their highly anticipated bout in 2002, Tyson notoriously said, "I want to eat his children."
I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
However, in the ring, Lewis dominated the fight, causing Tyson to regret those words as he suffered a devastating defeat.
Easy work.
Number 9. Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana.
I'm willing to fight anybody. You can go push cars for 2 months. That shit ain't gonna help you in the ring, man.
Broner, known for his trash talking, boasted before the fight, but Maidana proved him wrong. After losing decisively, Broner humbled himself, admitting he had underestimated his opponent.
The only thing I give a fuck about is the check.
Number 8. Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz.
He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand.
Fuck you. Fuck you, pal.
McGregor, famous for his bold predictions, faced Diaz and suffered a submission loss. His pre-fight talk of easy victory turned into a lesson about respecting opponents in the octagon.
I know you come to see a little skills, but you come to see this man's body on the canvas. And
Number
You want to give you a hand? I'll shake you down.
Number 6, David Haye fell victim to a dominant Vladimir Klitschko in his attempts to unify the heavyweight division in Hamburg's Imtech Arena. In the lead-up to the fight, the Brit lambasted both Klitschko and the opponents he had faced during his IBF and WBO title reign. However, Haye's constant trash talk left the Londoner scraping egg off his face, in turn losing his WBA crown. Number 5.
But under hypnosis, basically he will be more mentally. And
Chris Eubank versus Steve Collins 11. Chris Eubank provided British boxing with some great nights. Some found the flashy ring walks and fancy clothes too much to take. Others loved the two-weight world champion for his showmanship as much as his skills. However, the Dulwich-born fighter did not always come out on top. On March 18, 1997, Eubank was beaten for the first time as a professional. Steve Collins not only took away his WBO title that night in Ireland, but also erased Eubank's perfect record. Number 4, Oscar De La Hoya versus Ricardo Mayorga. These days, just about every high-profile fight is hyped as sworn enemies and other over-exaggerated labels that fade as soon as the fight is over. Guys who go out of their way to be obnoxious in promoting a fight are expected to say the usual crap. But Ricardo Mayorga went a wee bit overboard. He insulted Oscar De La Hoya's wife with sexual innuendos that were totally below the belt. The truth unfolded Saturday night in the Square Circle at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, where Ricardo Mayorga paid for his lack of manners leading up this fight. His lack of class, skills, and mental discipline rendered him incapable of dealing with the power of a fully functional, insulted, and understandably pissed off Oscar De La Hoya. Number 3, Shannon Briggs versus Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko punished Shannon Briggs for 12 brutal rounds to retain his WBC heavyweight title with a unanimous decision. The Ukrainian champion dominated the action, but never knocked down the American challenger, but he did manage to send Briggs to the hospital. Shannon Briggs was rushed to hospital. He was listed in critical condition and is feared to be suffering from a cerebral hemorrhage. Briggs is also undergoing surgery to repair fractures under both of his eyes. Klitschko connected with several combinations and continued to hit Briggs repeatedly with left-right combinations. There is no question Briggs took heavy punishment. Briggs was little more than a punching bag by the 10th, with Klitschko seemingly hitting him at will.
Hey, man. I won't be impressed, Roy Jones. So get on your job.
Number 2, Roy Jones Jr. versus Antonio Tarver. Jones Jr. confidently declared, "Y'all must have forgot," but Tarver shocked the world by knocking him out. Jones Jr. learned firsthand the consequences of underestimating an opponent. For Jones, the loss to Tarver marked a turning point in his career. He would go on to suffer several more defeats against high-caliber opponents, leading some to question whether he had stayed in the sport for too long. Nevertheless, Jones's legacy as one of the most talented and accomplished fighters in boxing history remained intact.
What's your pick?
I want to stop this man inside the distance.
But look at this, he's got lights on, little lights on it. I'll tell you what's going to happen, it's going to be lights out. For David Tua, that's what's going to happen.
And finally, number 1, David Tua versus Shane Cameron. After several years of trash talk and multiple postponements, the New Zealand Fight of the Century was held at the Mystery Creek Events Center. In his first fight in over 2 years, heavyweight David Tua returned to the ring and crushed his hometown rival Shane Cameron in 2 rounds. Some were afraid the fight might turn into a mismatch, and that's exactly what they got. Tua came out with a fury in the first round, hurting Cameron with a hook and dropping him twice before the round was over. Cameron was saved by the bell, but he never recovered. Tua jumped on him with an arsenal of punches in the second round to force the stoppage. In the unforgiving arena of boxing, words can be as powerful as punches. These fighters discovered that sometimes it's better to let your fists do the talking. Remember, in the ring, actions speak louder than words. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more stories from the world of sports.